a real-life horror movie. Why has a ghost possessed the body of a young beauty and is now trying to kill her? Will the psychics manage to save the poor girl? Don't miss one of the most shocking investigations ever. This is the project of real and astonishing stories, Psychic Investigations. Here, people who call themselves clairvoyants take on high-profile criminal cases and unbelievable paranormal phenomena. Ukraine, a small town near the capital. In this house lives the Uryukov family: mother, father, their daughter Alina, and son Yevhen. Everyone is worried about Alina. She is 17, just finished school. She loves music and writes her own songs, but recently, something strange has been happening to her. She says that nearly every night, a ghost torments her.
Something grabs my hand. I feel this icy cold.
Her mother constantly sees her in tears, and Alina keeps telling her about a strange entity that threatens her.
It says, "Soon I will take full control of you."
Lately, the spirit has not only been grabbing the girl's hands, but even strangling her.
Bruises and scratches appear, then turn into scars. This one is still on me.
But the most terrifying thing happened a month ago. The ghost returned, and this time, Alina barely survived.
I was sitting on my bed watching a movie when I heard this rustling sound outside my window. And then, I remember seeing something white standing right next to me. And suddenly, this sharp pain. It felt like I was in a fog. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. With my last bit of strength, I just screamed.
Alina's mother, Olena, heard her daughter's horrifying scream from the next room and rushed in. The sight left her paralyzed with fear. Her child was convulsing violently on the bed.
She was twisting, screaming, "Mommy, save me, I'm dying!" I panicked. I called the ambulance, and they rushed in, started examining her, put her on a stretcher. They said it was pneumothorax.
Pneumothorax, the buildup of air between the two layers of the membrane that covers the lungs. When air enters this space and the pressure inside becomes higher than in the lungs, breathing becomes impaired.
Air flows in when you inhale, but it doesn't escape when you exhale.
Air kept building up inside Alina's lungs, but she couldn't exhale.
If a patient doesn't receive medical attention in time, it can be fatal.
An emergency surgery lasted nearly 6 hours. Alina was incredibly lucky. She was saved.
The doctor told me, "You only had 20 minutes left. You got lucky."
Pneumothorax usually occurs in 2 cases: due to chest trauma or lung diseases such as abscess, tuberculosis, or inflammation.
She never had any health problems.
The cause of Alina's attack remains a mystery to the doctors. Her family and Alina herself are terrified.
I beg you, please come and help my child.
I'm afraid of dying. I still want to live. Please help me before it's too late.
Ukrainian clairvoyant Alina Uryukova and British medium Anna Galliers take on the case.
Alina, I had a strange vision on the plane. I saw the angry eyes of a young man. He grabbed me by the throat and struck me, and then, in an instant, everything changed. It was cold and damp, darkness all around. I looked up, and there was a bright light, like a full moon. But then something happened, like an eclipse. The full moon started shrinking until it completely disappeared, and I was left in complete, impenetrable darkness.
Anna, last night I had a terrifying dream. It was as if I was in a tiny pitch-black room. In front of me sat a black cat. Then a door appeared on the wall. It opened, the cat darted through it, and I followed. And on the other side there was a well. And beyond the well there she was, Alina. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for responding. Please help my daughter.
Look into my eyes. The threat to her life.
In this house, Alina, You've encountered something from the other side more than once.
Yes.
Then maybe the problem lies within your house?
That's not our cat.
This is someone else's cat.
But how did it get here?
The windows and doors are closed. It couldn't have just slipped through.
It feels like this black cat has appeared near you before.
Yes, I remembered. Just this week, I was walking through the city, and I saw a black cat. It was just standing there staring at me. This is the same one.
Who are you? Don't touch me.
When it started scratching Alina, I was in shock. The eyes weren't cat-like. It was mad, wild. Its gaze was like the devil's.
I still don't understand what this cat is. Let's isolate it for now. I'll let it stay here for a while.
Something also happened to you that's connected to the cat, in a dream.
I woke up in the middle of the night gasping for air. I dreamt of a cat sitting on my chest. But when I woke up, nothing was there.
And your brother has felt something too.
I was sleeping and I dreamt of a cat. It was walking toward me and started scratching. In the dream, it was choking me.
Yevhen, give me your hands. I see a woman's eyes. A woman. She's saying something. They don't listen to me.
A spirit of some woman is trying to tell you something. That's why it often roams this house. I'm looking over there, and from the room where you, Alina, locked up the black cat, there was just a strange light, like a camera flash. Let's go into that room, the one with the cat. Strange, but I no longer feel any negative energy.
It's gone.
The cat really isn't here. Where did it go?
Chills down my spine.
I was in shock.
That wasn't a cat, it was a shapeshifter. A shapeshifter is a being that can transform into an animal or back. Until we entered the room, I could feel the presence of a female spirit in this house. But the moment we found out the cat had disappeared, the spirit vanished with it.
I need to go outside for some air.
Alina is breathing heavily. It's clear she feels really unwell.
Alina, what's happening?
Are you feeling sick?
The girl stops responding to questions. Tears stream from her eyes.
Alina!
Look at me.
Suddenly, through her tears, the girl began to laugh.
That's not her! That's not her!
Alina changed in an instant. Her eyes, that laughter, it wasn't her. And most importantly, her energetic aura turned completely gray. That only happens in cases where a spirit has taken over a person's body. Somebody, give me a lighter.
It was as if there were two people inside Alina at the same time.
In medicine, this is called dissociative identity disorder, but in reality, it could be spirit possession of a person. And if the spirit fully takes over a person's consciousness, it kills.
Sometimes something enters her.
I had to take drastic measures.
It seems Alina has regained consciousness. Only later was she able to explain her condition.
My chest started to feel tight. And that's it. After that, I couldn't control myself and remember nothing.
This isn't the first time. She lashes out, curses. My child becomes unrecognizable.
I don't remember my attacks.
Each time, Alina says, it happens the same way. First, she sees a white apparition. Then, something seems to choke her, and she begins to see everything as if through a fog. It's like a dream where you can't control your actions.
Even if she went to every psychiatrist in the world, they wouldn't find a diagnosis.
She's already seen a psychiatrist.
I went to a psychiatrist. He said everything was normal.
Alina was sent home, but a few days later, the attack happened again.
I just thought maybe I had lost my mind a little.
You haven't lost anything. This is an attempt to take your soul.
Something is trying to possess you, Alina. All your attacks are attempts to push your soul out and replace you.
I hope someone will help my child.
The most important thing now is to find out who this spirit is and why it chose you.
I had a vision, as if a black cat was nearby. It ran into a small neighboring house in Alina's yard. Strange, but I saw something similar in my dream before the investigation. There was nothing around, just a black cat sitting in front of me. A door appeared on the wall. The cat ran into it and I followed. Let's go there.
I can feel the energy of a dead person coming from there.
The clairvoyants point to a small annex. This is where Alina currently lives.
I'm being shown a small wooden box. There are some pieces of jewelry inside. Are they yours?
Yes. Yes, they're in there. Here.
May I open it?
Yes.
Something is missing from the box. There was a ring here. A woman gave it to you.
She has curly hair. She comes here sometimes.
That's Grandma Ludmila.
The ring that was taken from Alina's box was removed from a dead person.
Wait. She used to bring things home from the morgue, remember?
She worked at the morgue. A small wedding ring, I just remembered. It's in our house. I don't know where she got it from.
The ring that Alina's grandmother had given her was indeed once inside her jewelry box. Now, it is stored separately.
The ring belonged to a woman who had died. And I thought, what if it's her spirit that is trying to possess Alina's body? Can we speak to the grandmother?
Hello.
This is my grandma, Ludmila.
Lyudmila, do you recognize this item?
No,
You gave it to me once.
did I? I must have forgotten.
Lyudmila, but you worked at the morgue.
Yes, as an orderly.
Did you take this ring from a dead person at the morgue?
The woman burst into tears.
It's my fault. I worked at the morgue, and as soon as I started my shift, I took a ring off someone.
The woman said that times were tough for the family. She had hoped to make some money, but never managed to sell the ring. Eventually, she gave it to her granddaughter.
After this ring appeared in your home, strange things began happening, didn't they?
I see things, hear rustling, knocking sounds.
The owner of the ring was a woman, and this piece of jewelry was very important to her.
Behind Alina, I suddenly saw the black cat again. It instantly turned into a woman. She pointed at Anna's hands, where the ring was, and said, "I only need that. I don't need the girl."
Fortunately, the spirit isn't evil. It only asks for what rightfully belongs to it. You need to take the ring to a cemetery and leave it there on any grave, and the spirit will leave. It is not possessing the girl. Besides, Alina, you only got this ring recently.
Yes, just recently.
Let's go to your place.
However, The girl suddenly feels unwell again.
I can't control my body. I feel awful.
Who are you? Tell me. You can speak, can't you?
Yes,
Why did you come to this living girl?
she has already lived long enough. I have the right to live too.
Breathe. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale loudly through your mouth. Open your lungs. Open them. She wants to live your life so badly. She is trying to take over your body.
But who exactly is the clairvoyant talking about? As Alina recovers from another attack, Anna Galyers silently walks off, away from the Uryukov family's home.
I hear a whisper, a woman's voice, but it's not a living person. We need to go this way.
My God, what's happening? Get some water.
I don't know what's happening. It was terrifying. It felt like I fell into some kind of pit. It was dark, and there was a lot of water.
There's a well here.
Oh my God! Someone died in that water. A girl. I can see a vision now. A young girl and a boy near this well. He attacks her, grabs her by the neck, strangles her, and throws her into the well before sealing it shut. I've seen a similar vision before. His cruel eyes. He's trying to grab me by the throat. When he threw the girl into the well, she was still alive, barely breathing. The last thing she saw was the same thing I'm seeing in my vision, the lid of the well slowly closing over her like a coffin, a horrific death.
This is chilling. But what the medium senses really did happen in this area?
Sometime in the 1980s this happened. A guy threw a girl into a well and sealed her inside. I think she even died in that well.
This girl is closely related to your daughter, and you know something about it, Olena.
The woman isn't sure, but she thinks Alina's strange dreams, which her daughter occasionally tells her about, might be connected to this whole story.
She says she dreams of falling into a well, scratching at the walls. Her fingers scraped and bleeding.
She comes to me in my dreams often.
She's trying to take over your body, remove your soul, and replace it with her own. She wants to live. You won't be here anymore.
It's hard to believe. So, does this mean that the spirit of a girl who died many years ago is occasionally possessing Alina, pushing her out of her own body? But why?
Wait, Olena, that well was sealed shut. No one touched it. But at some point it was opened. And it was your husband's hands that did it.
My husband threw a pump in there and drained the water into our pool.
When we bought this house and built the pool, I put a pump in there and drained all the water out.
That well was her grave. Her spirit remained there all those years because no one disturbed it. But when it was opened, the girl's spirit was released. By draining the well, the homeowner unknowingly tied the spirit of the deceased to this house. And then, the spirit saw another young girl, alive, happy, living the life she herself had been denied. She loved life so much, and now she wants it back. We must expel the spirit and break its connection to Alina.
To save Alina, we had to take a risk. Summon the spirit that keeps trying to possess her and force it to leave for the afterlife forever. Alina, give me your hands. Close your eyes. Open them. Look at me. Has she come back? Is she here again? It was terrifying. The spirit refused to leave Alina. I decided to use my last resort, a mirror, to create a portal to the other world and pull the spirit into it.
Had just happened on set. A cat appeared. Why is a mystical force choking a girl at night? Don't miss out. The clairvoyance will uncover a shocking family secret concerning a double murder. This young woman from Zakarpattia is desperate. She believes her younger sister is in mortal danger.
I really want to ask the psychics to come and help us so she's fine and unharmed.
Alisa Bodnia is a 6th grader and has a good family of a mother and father and an elder sister and brother. Until recently, she was a happy and cheerful child. But everything changed about a year ago. At night,
she got up and her pillow was all bloodied.
My nose began to bleed without stopping. I got so scared.
What I saw, it shocked me completely.
She lost a lot of blood.
Blood was gushing. The mother called an ambulance and the doctors barely stopped the bleeding. It turned out that the blood vessels in the girl's nose had burst.
It could be a viral infection or an injury. There are diseases like hemophilia that cause bleeding, or even cancer.
However, none of these diseases were found in Alisa.
I've never seen someone bleeding without a reason. There's got to be something.
The following night, the bleeding started again, and each time it begins, the girl loses a lot of blood.
I was afraid I might bleed to death.
The doctors are also scared because they can't help the girl.
Sometimes such blood loss can end fatally. She can suffocate from the blood loss.
The family is afraid they might lose Alisa. They believe that some otherworldly force is pulling the little girl to the other side. As before each bleeding episode, someone invisible chokes the girl.
When I sleep, someone chokes me. I am scared.
Someone walks near her. She sees someone.
I'm afraid for my life.
I'm afraid I might lose her.
I really want the psychics to help me.
Clairvoyants Alina Uryukova and Alina Kurilova, who was already in Zakarpattia for another investigation, took on the task to help the girl.
I had a terrifying vision. This girl was lying on a couch. The couch was brown, and above her was a man. I saw a scene where Alisa was being abused. I asked the cards if this was the girl's future, and the cards answered, no, this has already happened.
Meanwhile, our crew heads to Western Ukraine. On the way there, Alina Uryukova works with the girl's photo.
A strange picture. A young woman of about 20, all wet and blooded. And she said a very strange phrase. Alisa is not who she seems, but a favor for a favor. What did she mean?
Alina Kurilova is the first to reach the village where the girl lives.
Hello.
Hello.
Can I embrace you?
This is Alisa.
The relatives and neighbors gathered in front of the house. Everyone is concerned about the girl's fate. Meanwhile, Alina Uryukova is approaching the village.
The cards are showing me a dead boy next to this girl. Something chokes the girl at night, and the boy was strangled. Oh, Lord!
You're bleeding.
Give me a tissue. I felt the same thing that Alisa feels at night. The same thing the boy felt before he died. But who is this boy, and how is he connected to the girl? Can you pull over, please? I need out. Let's walk to the river. I need to wash off the blood.
The crew stopped about a kilometer away from Elisa's house. Suddenly, an otherworldly force attacks Alina Uryukova.
What happened?
I almost got killed.
Get out of the water, quick, it's freezing cold.
Something invisible threw the clairvoyant and our administrator into the river and damaged the audio equipment.
A dead man from the river pushed me. He's pale. He's all white and wearing wet clothes. I need to change. I'm all wet. I was sure that the pale dead man was trying to prevent me from seeing Elisa. He could very well be the spirit that choked the girl. But who is he? And how is he connected to Elisa? I'm set.
Can we go now?
Wait.
The clairvoyant goes to the river, again. But why?
The spirit of a young woman called me. She was all wet and bloodied, and I'd already seen her in a vision. She said a very strange phrase, "Elisa is not who she seems." But a favor for a favor. It seems she has some information about Elisa. And then I was stunned. The same man who pushed us into the water approached the dead woman. The spirits know each other. It's her husband.
Who are these spirits, and what is their relation to Elisa? Are they the ones who choke her at night?
And again, I had that vision about Elisa and the man abusing her. Only this time, I saw something else. A little boy was watching the rape. Was there any violence against Elisa? Did she complain about anything?
No.
But I was sure that there had been violence. Perhaps the girl was too shy to tell anyone about it.
Those two spirits have crucial information about our case. I need to call Alina.
Hello?
I got a little delayed on my way to you. A spirit pushed me into the river.
Mother of God.
The spirit that pushed me and his wife have information about our Elisa. You need to come to help me. Meet me at the entrance to the village next to the bridge.
Let's go.
A few minutes later, there's a crowd near the bridge. No one approaches the clairvoyants, but everyone is talking in whispers. Later, we will see why these people are here.
Hello. Those spirits are here. Do you see them?
A woman and a man?
Yes, they both drowned. And I saw this woman in the morning.
She's crying and pointing at her belly.
Was she pregnant?
Did anything like that happen here long ago?
Yes, it did. Anna and Ivan. They celebrated the New Year at his grandmother's, and then they were walking on the bridge and are said to have drowned.
It's horrifying. So it turns out that a young couple who lived in the village really drowned here, and the woman was pregnant. The tragedy happened more than 20 years ago.
And she, Anna, says, "Tell everyone the truth. Help us." They are asking for help because they are considered suicides, but it's not the case. She says, "We were killed and thrown into the water."
A shocking revelation. The pregnant woman and her husband were killed and thrown into the river. But who committed this terrible crime?
And no one was imprisoned, no one was punished.
The criminal case was closed. No one went to jail.
The clairvoyant sensed that the man was thrown off the bridge and died from hitting the rocks, while his wife knocked on the doors of the villagers hoping for rescue.
She says, "I ran, shouting, 'People, somebody help!' But no one opened the door for her."
They did knock asking for help. Yes, it's true, it's true.
It's something unimaginable. No one opened the door to save the pregnant woman's life.
The man was doomed. There were several attackers. But the woman could have survived if not for the indifference of the people.
The spirit of the murdered man hates everyone in this village. He blames them for the deaths of his wife and child.
Are there many accidents, deaths, and drownings in this village? Here come 3 drowned people.
That's my relative. My son-in-law. He fell from that bridge.
It was Ivan who took him.
It turned out that after the deaths of the couple, local young men started dying under mysterious circumstances. Locals fear to cross the river. Everyone is sure that some mystical force is throwing people off the bridge.
To tell the truth, people were afraid to come back home from work at night.
And for body kids to approach this place.
The spirit of the murdered man is taking his revenge. In his understanding, not only the murderers are to blame for his family's death, everyone who didn't open the door and didn't help is also guilty. The whole village will suffer. Not only will they drown, they will hang themselves and crash in cars.
Her children hanged themselves. 3 young people died.
Young men crash on motorcycles. And there are many accidents in the village.
The spirit is taking them because he and his wife are unavenged.
We thought that Alisa was being choked by these 2 spirits, but it turned out that the couple was killed more than 20 years ago. Alisa wasn't even born then, and the spirits can't blame her for their death.
There were 4 attackers, men of about 30. They were drunk. 2 are dead by now. Here it is, God's punishment, and 2 are still alive. But nothing good will happen to them.
But if we pray to God, can we repent this?
Invite a priest to hold a service for the couple. The spirit of the murdered woman was grateful. She said, "You helped me, and now I will help you." And she repeated the phrase again. Alisa is not who she seems. But this time she added, "Go to the house where she lives. You will find a boy there who saw everything and knows everything." The cards showed me the spirit of a boy next to the girl in the morning.
The boy of about 5 or 6, right?
Yes. Something was choking the girl at night. And the boy was strangled.
The psychics are heading to Alisa's house to find out what is choking her at night.
Oh, God.
There is a little boy of about 6. His neck is all blue. He was strangled. This house was his home. He lived here and was killed here.
Jana, I saw him in my vision.
Ivan.
Whose toys are these?
His favorite.
He was murdered.
Here. The brown couch. Remember, I told you I saw abuse. This girl, were you raped here?
No. We had a brother and a sister. They were murdered. The sister's name was Alina. She was raped and killed.
This is horrendous. The girl's sister and brother were raped and killed in this room, right on this couch.
It turned out that Alisa looks exactly like her murdered sister.
Did it happen here?
Was it here?
Yes. They were found dead on these couches.
I found them.
The children were murdered 14 years ago, and Olha still hasn't forgiven herself for leaving them alone that fateful night.
I'm guilty because I could have not left them at home.
The woman and her husband worked in the forestry, far in the mountains. You can't casually walk such distances.
It's more than 15 kilometers. It's really far away.
So, the parents occasionally stayed overnight at the forester's cabin and left Alina in charge at home.
I left them at around 6 in the evening.
He knocks on the door. He's drunk. He reeks of alcohol. He yells, "Give me money."
The children didn't have any money. Of course, he went berserk.
It was a man who lived nearby. He was looking for money to buy a bottle.
He attacks the girl and tears her clothes. Then he chokes her, and the boy defends his sister. But how can a child handle a grown man? He strangled the girl, and the boy hid. He survived.
Alisa is not scared by the clairvoyant's words. The tragedy happened before she was born, but she knows about the horrific murder of her brother and sister.
Wait. This murderer, the rapist, came back in the morning and finished him off. He strangled him and threw him here too.
What a nightmare. It's impossible to describe in words what the parents saw when they returned home in the morning.
I entered the house and saw a foot sticking out from under the blanket. Alina's foot. It was awful.
Alina was 12, while Ivan was 6. It's hard to even imagine how the family survived such grief.
The world was weird. Everything was weird.
He's in jail.
Volodymyr.
He confessed.
Yes.
I would kill him with my own hands. I can't get over it. Let everyone here. May him rot in jail. May him die there. But how does this relate to Alisa? Why is she in danger?
And why do we only see the boy's spirit, but we don't see the girl?
What if it's her who's choking you? Maybe she wants to come back?
If a spirit needs a body, it has to expel one soul and take over that body. It can choke and kill to achieve it.
Let's try to summon her.
We need Alisa. Please leave us alone with the girl.
Don't be afraid. I'll recite a prayer and I will try to talk to Alina. Servant of God, Alina. Servant of God, Alina. Come.
The girl collapses. It appears that she fainted. Alisa's mother and sister come running, hearing the noise.
Are you alive?
Thank God. Alisa opens her eyes.
Alina's soul is in Alisa's body. Alina and Alisa are the same person.
We summoned the soul of the murdered Alina, and she appeared as soon as the living Alisa lost consciousness.
But how is this possible?
I don't know how to tell you this. Alina is your Alisa. They ended up sharing the same soul. Alisa was born a year after Alina's death.
I can't comprehend it.
You were crying at the cemetery, asking, did you go to the cemetery pregnant?
I just said, God, I want her to live.
You asked for your daughter to return.
I said, thank you. I will soon have a daughter.
You knew it would be a girl. And you knew she would be Alisa. But you still understood that she would be Alina. You brought her back. You gave birth to her again.
God gave me a daughter who's an almost identical copy of her.
Alisa is very much like Alina. The same face, the same smile. I always see my sister Alina in her.
They rarely call me Alisa. Everyone says Alina.
That's why the pregnant woman's spirit from the river told me that Alisa is not who she seems.
Incredible! No one expected such a twist.
It turns out that Alina was 12 when she was murdered. You are also 12. No one is actually choking Alisa. It is her soul at the age when she was murdered, reliving everything she felt at the moment of death. Alina was strangled.
When was Alina murdered, raped, and strangled?
September 27th.
In 10 days.
A soul experiences the greatest shock on the days of birth and death. As the date of her death approaches, Alina's soul is experiencing increasing stress. The peak will come on September 27th.
Then how do we protect Alisa from danger?
Look. First of all, we know the dates we need to be wary of. And on these dates, please visit 3 churches, light candles for health, and read prayers. And I want to make a talisman for you.
Give me a broad sheet of paper.
When children's hands and feet are outlined. This comes from an ancient ritual of sealing the footprint on the ground, so that the soul wouldn't leave you.
This is what we are doing to help Alisa stay here.
Your footprint will always be with your family. This will be your talisman.
Thank you.
You're going to live your life just as you dream it.
We are so grateful.
We contacted Alisa via Skype as soon as the dangerous date for the girl had passed.
I was terrified of the 27th. On September 27th, I didn't feel very well. I went to the monastery, lit a candle, and prayed. And I felt better.
Nothing's choking her anymore. The psychics helped us a lot. We are infinitely grateful.
Twin hunting. Why is a spirit trying to take the sisters away? Don't miss out. The psychics will solve the mystery of a killing betrayal. In this episode, Marina Horbenko from Ukraine sought help from psychics. The woman suffered terrible burns on her back recently.
40% of my back is burned.
Marina dropped a kettle by accident and then slipped and fell into the spilled boiling water. After hitting the floor, she passed out and lay in the hot water for half an hour. But a second before Marina dropped the kettle, she felt as if some invisible hand had grabbed her.
It grabbed me like this. I was alone at home. I got scared and slipped and fell.
Marina was admitted to the hospital. But when she came to, a strange figure of a man with a candle in his hand stood before her.
I saw a shadow of an adult man. It was staring at me. I was terrified.
After Marina returned home from the hospital, the ghost appeared again.
I woke up and saw the silhouette. I felt like I was paralyzed.
The following night, Marina and her family almost burned alive in their own home.
I woke up to the smell of smoke. The stench was pungent.
The roof of Marina's new house suddenly caught fire, and it was instantly filled with toxic smoke.
I went out into the yard and saw that the roof was burning.
The family barely ran out of the burning building. The rescuers reported that the fire happened due to faulty wiring. However, Marina is convinced that the ghost with the candle in his hand caused the fire. And the strangest thing is that every time a misfortune befalls Marina, her twin sister, Anna, also faces danger.
It also happens to me every time.
At the moment when Marina suffered severe burns, Anna had a bad fever.
I turned red. When I took my temperature, it was over 39 degrees.
Both twin sisters were hospitalized on the same day, but Anna still can't explain the strange fever she had. When the fire occurred at Marina's house, her sister's home also caught fire. Anna and her son Vlad were getting ready to celebrate the New Year and lit candles on the table, but the Christmas tree suddenly caught fire.
The tree caught fire, then the tablecloth.
Anna is certain that the spirit with the candle is to blame for everything since she and her sister both saw him in their homes.
A shadow of a tall man, much taller than me. He was terrifying.
The sisters' children began to see the mysterious ghost with the candle as well.
The shadow went out of the bedroom.
The shadow was tall and skinny, and its arm was very long and disproportionate to the rest of the body.
The sisters raised their children on their own. Marina has 2 daughters, Bodana and Victoria. Anna has a son, Vlad. The twins are afraid that if they don't stop the spirit, their children may stay orphans.
I'm really afraid my son will stay alone.
I want the psychics to help us.
Olena Kurilova and Rubina Tsibulska undertake the investigation.
My mirror showed me a man. He was walking down a burning corridor, carrying a dead boy in his arms. He said, "They are both guilty. They betrayed me." Perhaps he accuses Marina and Anna of betrayal. But how could they possibly betray him?
My grandmother visited me in a dream. She said it's not about him who left the crosses, but about him who held a heart in his hand.
But what does this all mean? The psychics arrived to meet the sisters. After the fire, Anna had her apartment renovated, and her sister and her family are temporarily staying with her.
Thank you for coming.
Please help us.
I see a dead man in a burning coffin. He's holding a candle.
We have no idea what it could mean.
Who is the man with the candle?
He's knocking on the door.
Yes, I sometimes hear a knock on the door, but when I open it, there's nobody there.
The spirit of the man with the candle warns you of death.
Can we stop him?
Embrace each other. I can hardly feel your biofield. The biofield is the energy that protects us and gives us vitality. However, in these sisters, it was practically absent.
The phenomenon of twins has always intrigued scientists, since such people often experience similar events in life and can feel each other even at a great distance.
All twins feel a bond. Ours has been special since we were little. I remember whenever my sister fell while riding a bicycle, my knee would automatically hurt.
In the womb, twins are connected by the umbilical cord of the mother. After birth, this connection remains at an energetic level, which is why they feel each other. Why is the connection between you broken? Do you feel it too?
The connection is not as strong as it used to be.
My mirror showed me a small room, a man with a candle, and a dead boy with a cross on his cheek. It was some kind of mark. I feel that this ghost with the candle comes to leave you signs.
On your door,
there's a little white cross drawn on it.
We need to check the apartment.
It appeared 2 weeks ago.
I heard the voice of the spirit that was haunting these women. He kept repeating, "I burned because of them."
a man, betrayal, and a family.
Was there a case of unfaithfulness in your family?
Yes.
Your father cheated on your mother.
Mom caught him in bed with his mistress.
He's alive, so what does it have to do with it?
When did it happen?
We were 1.5 years old when Mom and Dad divorced.
Did he leave her?
It was a huge stress for Mom. She never got married again. She lost faith in all men.
She provided, or you all alone. Nobody helped her.
To feed her children, the mother worked multiple shifts without rest. And to keep her daughters supervised, she had to send them to a boarding school for 2 years.
I see other children bully you. They insulted and beat you.
We didn't even want to go to school, just to avoid being bullied.
Marina and Anna were the only children at the school whom their mother took home. So, the other students immediately hated them for it.
They insulted us and pushed us around.
You defended each other. There was an incredible connection between you at that time, but now it seems to be gone. It feels like someone tore it.
Who did that? Who is the spirit with the candle that's haunting the sisters?
He's holding the candle for a reason. He's somehow connected to fire and brings fires. My mirror showed me a burning room, and I heard a child scream.
My daughter almost died in a fire.
It was 5 years ago. After school, she dropped by my work, and from there, she went home. Then she called me and said, "Mom, there's smoke coming out of the window."
It happened in the apartment that Marina and her family rented before moving to their own house.
The spirit with the candle caused the fire.
Can we see the place where it happened?
Yes.
This corridor. The man was walking down the burning corridor, carrying a dead boy in his arms. I see the figures of two women who look alike.
Anna and Marina?
I can't see their faces, but I see a coffin in front of them. The man whose spirit is haunting you lies in the coffin. Who is he? Is this apartment where fire occurred?
Nobody's home.
Mom, help me. I hear a little boy. He's locked up somewhere. He's calling for you.
Ruslan.
Your son?
Yes. He died.
It turned out that Marina had another child, Ruslan. 5 years ago, firefighters found the body of the 3-year-old boy behind this wall.
He would be 9 by now.
He wasn't supposed to be in the apartment.
In the morning, it was on the 3rd of September, Ruslan ran out of his room and said, "Mommy, I'm going to work with Dad." I said, "All right, son, go." Dad only needed to go there to get his paycheck. It was very cold, so he said, "Why would I take him with me?"
What caught fire?
Nobody knows. My elder daughter came home and saw the smoke billowing out of the window.
The door was very hot and there were black marks around it.
Victoria couldn't open the door, so she immediately called me.
After her daughter's call, Marina left work and ran across the entire town. But at that time, she didn't know yet that her little son was in the burning apartment.
Only at the last moment, I heard him shout out of the window, "Mom!" I was ready to tear my hair out. I wasn't able to get in there.
I see him hide. He was scared.
He hid under the bath tube.
He saw the spirit with the candle in the fire.
I see him being carried out, semi-conscious.
The firefighters carried him out wrapped in a jacket. He was just looking up with his eyes wide open. They laid him down, and that was it. They wouldn't let me near. I fell to my knees and said, "Tell me he's alive."
I blame myself for his death. I could have saved him. I miss him so much.
The boy's relatives are not to blame. Ruslan died because of the spirit with the candle in his hands. His appearance caused the fire, and he also left his mark in Marina's apartment in the form of a cross.
After the fire, the family indeed saw the mark shaped as a cross. It was on the boy's face while they were carrying him, still alive, to the ambulance.
I saw a cross on his cheek. It was about 7 or 8 centimeters long, but who could have left it there?
When they were burying him, I couldn't embrace him. I could barely kiss him because I understood that if I tried to hug him, I would take him away from there.
The mother's suffering was unbearable, and I had to give her the opportunity to say goodbye to her son. Here he is.
My baby boy. I felt him. He was the same little boy. I miss him terribly.
I come to Bodana and play with her.
My daughter Bodana, she's very much like Ruslan, but fair-haired.
After her son's death, Marina dared to birth another baby.
I prayed God to have her, or else I was afraid I would lose my mind.
She sees your son's spirit.
Yes, she does. She says, "There's Ruslan over there," and I ask where, and she says, "In the yard."
Marina, it's time to say goodbye to your son.
I love you so much, my dear boy. Forgive me. Forgive me for failing to protect you. I spent at least a few moments with him.
Marina, you've got to keep on living. You have 2 wonderful daughters. Your husband also needs to forgive himself.
When we buried him, he said, "I lost my soul." He reserved a grave for himself next to his.
The child's death ruined your family.
Shortly after her son's death, Marina broke up with her husband. The couple could not overcome this terrible loss.
We need to understand what bound the spirit of the man, the candle to you and your sister, and who is he above all? I see him. He used to live here. And that's why he still comes here.
We decided to interview the locals and were shocked by what they told us.
I sometimes wake up at night and can't move, and there's something looming above me.
Flower pots fell, and I saw some shadows that sent chills down my spine.
But this otherworldly entity threatens you, and it poses no danger to them.
He only needs the twins. But why? He's here. I see a coffin behind this door, and the man is burning in it. Who lived here?
Anatoly. He died.
This woman's name is Lyubov. She has been living in this building for over 30 years. According to her, the man who lived here was 50. He died from a sudden heart attack about 10 years ago.
It was summer. There was a light draft, which overturned the candle. I was getting ready for work when I heard a shout, "Grandpa's burning!"
Did he burn in the coffin?
The family left, and the coffin stayed overnight. They placed a candle, and this candle fell into the coffin and started a fire.
He had children, 2 daughters.
Yes.
Before a funeral, a deceased person is taken to their home so they can spend their last night with their family. But his family simply left this man. His daughters didn't need him. Thus, his spirit is restless and wanders here.
He's mad at his daughters because they left him here. They betrayed him.
Is he seeking revenge because of his daughters?
But why did he choose you? You're not his daughters, are you? His daughters aren't simply sisters. They are twins, just like you.
Yes.
However, the man's spirit clung to the sisters, not only because they are twins. The issue was in the broken energetic bond between them.
Can we protect ourselves somehow?
We can perform a ritual to release the spirit. Of course, after the ritual, this specific spirit will no longer pose a threat to the sisters' lives. However, until we understood what broke the bond between them, they would remain an easy target for any malevolent forces. The threat to your life is related to your family. Suddenly, I heard my grandmother's voice again. She said, "Start over." We needed to return to the apartment where we began our investigation.
When I tune into what caused the rift between you, I somehow see a man. He gives you a heart, Marina.
Yes, Alexei, my ex-partner. He gave me a stuffed toy shaped like a heart.
It's not about him who left the crosses, but about him who held a heart in his hands.
The psychics mean Marina's partner, with whom she only lived for 3 years. But why did the gypsy clairvoyant suddenly mention him?
Anna, the man your sister loved raped you. You treated him like a family, but he humiliated you so brutally.
I thought of him as my brother.
It happened over 10 years ago, but it's still hard for Anna to recall that terrible night.
It's like living through those events again.
On the Christmas Eve, when Marina fell asleep, the man forced her twin sister into the next room, put a hand over her mouth, and raped her brutally.
I really don't want to talk or think about that situation. It hurts. It's disgusting.
Did you tell your sister about it?
Yes, I told her.
I didn't believe because there was no evidence.
Evidence? But she's your sister.
It hurt me a lot that my closest person didn't believe and support me.
After that, the twins didn't communicate for a long time. It was then that Anna decided to change her hair color, to not even look like her sister.
Marina, who went through such hell with Anna in childhood, simply turned away from her sister. And all because of a man she was in love with.
She was caught between two fires.
Marina, why won't you say something? After all, Anna doesn't know this, but I know that the man assaulted you too. It's disgusting and vile.
Yes, it's my fault. It happened on his birthday.
It seems to have happened at a bus stop where you were waiting for him.
He was drunk, and he just dragged me where it was dark, and there was nobody around. It was awful.
Marina returned home covered in bruises and wounds after the abuse by the man, because of whom she turned away from her own sister.
In the end, I waited for him to fall asleep, and then I ran away from there. That day we parted ways.
I didn't know what happened to her.
You didn't believe your sister when she told you she'd been raped, but eventually you fell victim to the same rapist.
I deeply regret that I didn't believe her.
When Marina turned away from her sister, the energetic bond between the twins broke.
The sisters' biofield began to weaken every day, leading to Anna and Marina becoming easy targets for the spirit with the candle.
What do we do now? How do we get stronger?
You must apologize to your sister.
Please forgive me that I didn't believe you.
I forgive you.
Only mutual support and love will restore your biofield.
There is no greater protection in the entire world than your family. It is the most powerful defense against all evil. If you lose it, that trust, you lose this protection.
Can I embrace you? Thank you so much.
A portal to the netherworld in an ordinary apartment, and a murderous ghost hunting a child. Don't miss out. Can the psychics protect a girl from a poltergeist? In this episode, the clairvoyants will try to save the life of a charming Ukrainian girl, Stefania. Not so long ago, the little third grader did cheerleading, a sporting discipline that combines the elements of dancing, gymnastics, and acrobatics.
Turn around. The fist to the floor, and another hand. And the split.
She is the Ukrainian cheerleading champion. That is, she had a very promising future.
Stefania dreamed of winning the World Cup and making her family and nation famous.
I wanted to be the best athlete, and then a coach.
But last fall, a tragedy occurred that made her forget her hopes. The 9-year-old girl had a bad heart attack. Stefania almost died.
Her heart was leaping out. She had wild tachycardia.
She was delivered to the intensive care unit with a pulse rate of 240 beats per minute.
The doctors diagnosed her with supraventricular tachycardia, a sudden surge in heart rate that, if not addressed promptly, could lead to fatal consequences.
Before the operation, they told us, "It's a miracle you saved your daughter."
Stefania underwent an urgent surgery. Her parents spent a day and a night at the door of the intensive care ward, praying their daughter would live. However, the girl's family, coach, or even doctors can't explain how a healthy and active child suddenly developed such problems with her heart.
Stefania had absolutely no problems with her health. It's a sports school, so our students undergo regular checkups every 6 months.
A few weeks prior to the incident, the girl had undergone a pre-tournament examination, which revealed no issues or defects in her heart.
All children have a compulsory examination. A cardiologist takes cardiograms, and the kids undergo all the necessary tests. She had no negative results at all. That is, she was absolutely healthy. We were shocked.
But the strangest thing is that a day before the attack, Stefania had had a nightmare.
I saw a funeral. It was my funeral. I remember I stopped breathing. Then I was taken to a morgue. And then I was buried.
Oleg and Yulia, the girl's parents, say Stefania had told them of her nightmares even before that. They noticed that, after such dreams, their daughter found herself a step away from death.
Her birthday's on the 1st of December. At the training, she fell and broke her arm.
I had another nightmare. It was also about a funeral. And I was there. There was a woman there. And she said, "Stefania, come over here. Stefania, come over here."
The girl's nightmares are getting more frequent, and the lively, active child is fading rapidly. The attacks continued even though, after the complicated surgery, the doctors guaranteed Stefania would come back to living a normal life.
The doctors were 100% sure. They guaranteed it. But now she's been handicapped and disabled since childhood.
Stefania's family is sure some kind of otherworldly force is trying to take the girl away. Most of all, the fear that they can lose their daughter after another nightmare.
She's my sister, and I worry about her. I can lose her any moment. This is the worst thing of all.
Stefania's parents are sure only the psychics can save the girl from death.
This is the cry of the heart, the cry for help. Help us save our daughter.
I'm addressing the psychics, asking them to help me. This isn't something from the human world. It came from the world of spirits.
Famous clairvoyants Olena Kurilova and Rubina Tsibulska embark on the case.
I've arranged the mirror corridor to see and understand who or what is threatening the child. A woman drags her by the hand. She's dark-haired and she wears a black headscarf. She takes it off and extends it to Stefania. The girl puts it on. Then she pulls the girl into another world. And another picture, a table, and she's lying on it. The table is cold and the place looks like a morgue. She's on the table, and she's surrounded by other tables with little children lying on them. What a terrible vision.
I see a dark-haired boy. He extends his hands and there's fire in his palms. He tells me, "Shall we play?" Wait. Laughter. I hear children's laughter. 2 boys, little blonde angels. They're laughing. This is very weird.
But who are the boys? And how are they connected to what is going on with the girl? To sort it out, the psychics go to see Stefania's family.
Hello.
My name is Yulia. These are my children, Arseny, Karina, and Stefania.
Stefania. Stefania, could you please look into the mirror? Do you see yourself? A vision. A bed with a wooden back and Stefania's lying in it, quietly, on her side. And I see 2 hanged women next to her. I had chills running down my spine. On both sides of the girl, 2 dead women were hanging in slip knots. The women were identical or almost identical. They had similar clothes and faces, and even their heads were tinted similarly.
Are they twins?
Do you know what it could mean?
No.
But what does the psychic's vision of the 2 hanged women mean? And what does it have to do with the girl?
Do you remember earlier today before the investigation I told you I'd seen a boy with dark curly hair? He's calling me. He's trying to take me somewhere else. to another place. He's saying something about a fire and home.
In the apartments.
It's hard for Yulia to speak of it, but we learned that there had been a fire in the apartment the family rented previously.
The answer is there. Can we see that place?
Yes, we can.
Yulia's husband also arrived to his family's former residence after work. Yuri, the apartment's owner, is having the place renovated. He recognized the psychics and let them in. There, they immediately shocked everyone with their revelations.
A vision. The two little angels lying on their sides next to each other. And the third? It's a boy. He's bigger. He's elder.
There were two of them.
Are these your kids, Yulia? Are these your sons? So it means right at the door they...
Emil was lying at the door and Timothy was next to the wardrobe.
Emushka?
Yes, Emushka. I always called him Emushka.
My God.
It's impossible to comprehend the thing that happened in this apartment. Yulia and Oleg lost two sons here. The elder boy, Timothy, was 4, and the younger, Emil, was 2. The wiring caught fire.
The place was shrouded in smoke.
They suffocated.
The spouses will never forget that awful day. Oleg was at work. He had a shift at the mine. Their elder children were at school, while Stefania was at the kindergarten, not far from home. Yulia went to take her home and left her younger son's home alone.
I remember I asked my elder kids, please, somebody, come home earlier. But unluckily, they were all busy. Why did it have to happen on that day? Had I known it was the last day of their lives, I would have come up with something different.
Yulia was only gone for 20 minutes, but by the time she and Stefania got home, the boys were already dead.
I simply remember the moment when I entered the courtyard. These 2 benches and the green blankets, they were covered with hospital blankets. God. I have no life. I think that I only blame myself for it.
He loved you so much. And he says, Dad, I love you so much. He embraces you saying, Dad, I love you so much.
It's his favorite phrase, I love you so much.
Were your children baptized?
We didn't have time.
I had a vision. A morgue, the 2 boys, and Stefania. The table, and she's lying on top of it. And other tables around. Other little children are lying on them.
I had a dream. I saw myself from the outside. I was lying in the morgue. And then I saw my brothers, Emil and Timothy.
But what does this vision mean? Will Stefania really die? Are her dead brothers trying to take her away?
She cared for them a lot, and she loved them. She was a second mom to them.
I miss them so much, and I can only think of them. I'd really like if Timothy and Emil were alive, to take Emil to the kindergarten and Timothy to school.
It was impossible that the dead boys were trying to take their sister away. Stefania's brothers would never hurt her.
It was possible the boys had been killed by the same force that was hunting their sister. I saw the boy with the fire in his hands again. He'd brought us to the apartment, but now he was smiling, saying, "It's just a game." I couldn't understand anything. Who was this boy? Only 2 children were in the apartment on that day. Alina, but you mentioned 3.
He didn't die here in this apartment, but you're somehow connected to him.
How old was the boy?
11 or 12.
Water.
We'd lived in the apartment for 5 years. before we learned a child had died in it.
He dove into the water and broke his neck. He never resurfaced. We'd lived in that apartment for a long time. They were born there.
Timothy and Emil were born there.
Were Timothy and Emil born in the apartment?
I understood I'd seen the dark-haired boy for a reason. He could be connected to the brothers' deaths because they burned, and in my vision, he was holding fire in his hands.
It turned out that while the family lived in another apartment, Yulia gave birth to 3 children, Stefania, Emil, and Timothy. The boys were already dead. The girl had been on the brink of death a few times. It was possible that death was coming for the children from that apartment.
The psychics go to check their idea on the site. Nobody answers the door, as the apartment is currently uninhabited. So, the clairvoyants work at its door.
The boy drowned in a body of water, but his spirit keeps coming to the place where he lived.
Alina, what is this?
There was a fire in this apartment.
Yes, I woke up to the strong scent. I couldn't breathe. It was a miracle that I woke up at all. The children were sleeping with me. They were always with me.
Everyone is stunned. Does this imply that Yulia's children were under threat from the fire prior to the tragedy that claimed their lives?
He came, the boy's spirit came.
But it was strange that it kept coming to other places where Yulia's children lived. What did he want?
What does this mean? Did the drowned boy's spirit cause the fire in another apartment as well? Did Timothy and Emil die because of him?
I have a feeling he thinks of you as his family. They're my brothers and sister. Did Stefania do anything? She sees something, and she's pointing her finger and waving it. Did she do it?
Yes. I'm playing. Who are you playing with? This is my friend. This is what she told me. Other kids laughed at her. She locked herself into the room and spent hours inside. It was his room, the boy's room.
The child, I hear him. A moment. He's crying. I was simply playing with them, don't blame me. He doesn't want to kill anyone.
The boy was very lively. He was full of energy. He was running and bolting. He was bright as a spark. Whenever he came around, electricity circuited. The wiring began sparkling.
Yes, the electricity reacted.
Lights started blinking. It could turn off and on itself.
It seemed it was the cause of the fire in the other apartment in which the family had lived. After Yulia went to take Stefania home from the kindergarten, the drowned boy's spirit came to play with the brothers. His energy set fire to the wiring, and the boys died.
This is why Rubina saw him say, "Shall we play?" Then why's it happening to Stefania? What is this thing?
Yulia, the boy says he's not bothering you anymore. He's not haunting your home.
The spirit realized the fire was his fault, and he felt guilty of the brothers' deaths. So, not to harm anyone else, the boy's spirit stopped visiting the children.
Then what is trying to take the girl away?
At that moment, I looked into the mirror and caught a glimpse of a woman in a black headscarf. Then I remembered that I'd seen her earlier that day.
The boy says she used to live in the apartment where the fire killed your children.
But who is this woman in the black headscarf? And why, in the psychic's visions, is she dragging Yulia's daughter to the grave? The clairvoyants decide to go back to the apartment in which the fire took Stefania's brothers.
Who shoved me? It was sharp like this.
I saw Timothy in front of me.
Wait, how did you see him? Was he in some kind of haze?
Yes, and there was light shining above.
There's an open portal. I needed to find a mirror in the apartment. It would show me the answer. Look, a hanged woman. She's in here. She's reflected in the mirror. She's restless. Were you her husband?
Yes, we live together.
And she did it on some holiday, right?
Yes, it was winter, the New Year's Eve.
I felt the woman's suicide was somehow connected to Yuri. He'd done something that had made the woman hang herself. She left a note. Who did it address?
It was for me. She wrote, "Anastasia, I love you."
It turned out that Anastasia is Yuri's late wife's daughter. She stole the man from her mother, and after her suicide, she married her stepfather.
I looked at the place where the apartment's former owner hung herself and saw her in the slipknot. And then I realized it. I understood what my vision of the hanged twins meant. They weren't twins. The two hanged women in the black headscarves were the owner of the apartment and her reflection in the mirror. At the moment of her death, a portal between the worlds opened in the mirror, and it remained open. Through it, the woman's spirit kept coming back to the apartment, and for some reason, she stuck to Stefania. But how and why had it happened? Baby, tell me, please. I had a vision of you in this apartment, standing with a piece of dark, black cloth.
Did you put it on?
Yes, I did. Karina was sleeping in the room, and I noticed the light turning on and off in it. When I went in there to check, I didn't see anybody, but I found a black headscarf. We didn't have such headscarves at home. When I took it into my hands, it was cold.
The black headscarf the girl found used to belong to the dead owner of the apartment. Once the girl put it on, her spirit stuck to her.
The connection with spirits sucks power out of even the strongest psychics, let alone an ordinary child. We needed to break the link, otherwise, Stefania would die.
We'll conduct a ritual.
We're going to close the portal. We need to close the mirror.
O Lord, thou who lives in heaven,
put the mirror on the floor. I release you, I block the path. Break it. Leave. Leave. All right, we did it. We blocked her way here. This is it. All the ways are blocked.
Baby, step over the mirror. All right. Good job.
Stefania, do you see the corridor?
No.
Did you see the closed door?
Yes. That's it. She's gone.
You will be fine. Do you hear me?
I'm not scared anymore.
I'm not simply grateful. I love you.
We love you too. We love you too. Do you hear me?
This is unbelievable. The girl almost lost her life after she played with the dead woman's black headscarf.